Okay, I am going to call our village board meeting for February 21st, 2022 to order. Roll call, please.
Gary Herzberg.
Here.
Sam Kaufman.
Here.
Aaron Grant. Here. Chris Zellner.
Here.
Bill Ranum.
Here.
Bill Willems.
Here.
And Nyla Fry.
Here.
All right, confirmation of open meeting compliance, public postings, official notices, online availability.
I can confirm that the draft agenda was published in the Waunakee Tribune on February 18th, 2022. The final agenda was posted in all 3 posting locations on February 17th, 2022, and the final agenda and packet were made available online on February 7th, 2022.
Perfect. All right, first item we have is our consent agenda. Would anybody like anything pulled, or I'd look for a motion?
I'd like number 4 pulled, please.
Okay, anything else? Okay, then we'd look for a motion for the others.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion by Aaron Moran, second by Bill Ranum. Any other comments? Call the question, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Ayes have it. Nyla, do you want to go over number 4 right away? here?
Yes, on page 29 of our packet, there's something in here about COVID emergency sick leave, and it says who are fully vaccinated for COVID-19 per CDC guidelines. What does fully vaccinated, because I think there's different definitions of it. So I wonder if we need to define, whatever we want, whether it's, some people think that they're fully vaccinated if they have their first 2 vaccinations. Others know that they need to get their boosters. What are we saying?
Yeah, good question. And that's why we reference the CDC in this, because they establish the guideline of fully vaccinated as the first and second dose. They have not yet identified a booster as fully vaccinated. That's a recommended.
Okay.
But there may come a time when the CDC adds the booster or a third shot, whatever you want to call it, to that which qualifies someone as fully vaccinated. And when that happens, this will have to apply to all of our employees as well per our policy.
Okay, I just wanted to understand that fully. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have a motion then?
I move that we pass item number 4 on the consent agenda.
Okay, motion by Nyla Fry. Do I have a second? Second, Sam Kaufman? Yes? Second by Sam Kaufman. Any other comments? Call the question, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Next, under public comment, is there anybody here who would like to make a comment on anything on or off the agenda this evening? Anybody turn any forms? No? No forms? Okay, then we'll move on. New business, discuss and take action on 2022 Hanover Park Basketball Court Reconstruction Project. Are you introducing? Perfect. Go ahead, Sue.
So we actually had 4 court reconstruction projects in our capital plan for 2022. All 4 of those were put out for bid in October. That's been our process for the last couple of years, to bid things out in the fall for the following year. We found that to be a pretty successful way to gather lower bids for our larger projects. At that point in time, 2 of the bids came back within our original estimates. That was Blue Ridge Park and the replacement of the roller hockey court and the tennis court at Savannah. Those bids were previously approved by the village board. 2 other projects, however, the replacement of the tennis court at Tourney Park and the transition of Hanover North's tennis court to a basketball court, both of those bids were rejected. That we only received 1 bid, and it was quite high. So we rejected those bids and rebid the project, opening them just a couple weeks ago. And we are happy to report that in both situations, the bid numbers came down quite a bit. We had 2 bids for both projects. We now have funding available in our 2022 court reconstruction account to cover the costs of all of those projects. So we are recommending, there's 2 items on the agenda. This first one, recommending that the bid be awarded to Wolf Paving. I'd be happy to take any questions if anybody has any.
Okay, board members, any questions?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
This is just a question about bids overall. They always have, like, here, it's Zurich American Insurance Company. Are those I mean, how do you know that the insurance company is a good insurance company? And that, you know, I'm just asking,
That's a great question. Brian, do you have a good answer for that?
So,
Bill?
What page are you on?
is this insurance or is this
42 of
the?
93.
bond.
Is this
The
the
business
bond?
Bond, yeah.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that Zurich is a name that I'm aware of from working with public construction bonds. And so there's probably 10 to 20 companies out across the country that routinely provide performance and payment bonds within the state of Wisconsin. Zurich is one of them. I have not looked at this specific bond itself, but I have looked at them before and they've always been in line. I'm not aware of ever having to draw on a bond for Zurich, but as far as I'm aware, they're a reputable organization, and I have definitely seen those bonds for public construction contracts before.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask the question because I had no idea any information pertaining to them, so thank you.
Gary?
You know, the Parks Committee approved this unanimously, and, you know, it fits within our budget. Those courts need to be upgraded, so it's, you know, everybody was in full support of it.
Agreed? Is that a motion?
And I will move to approve the Tourney Park and, what's the other one now?
This one
Well,
is
why don't-
Hanover.
This is
it-
Hanover.
This is
Hanover.
Hanover.
Okay, Hanover Park.
I will second.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Motion by Gary Hertzberg, second by Phil Willems. Any other comments? Call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Next, we have the 2022 Tourney Park.
Chris, can I ask a clarifying question? I just want to make sure that as part of that motion, it included the contract price that was in the recommended motion?
Contract price of $117,900.
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Yes,
Then I would
Bill?
make them, then I would,
Second.
yeah, that's
Okay.
acceptable.
So-
Yep.
Then yes. Is everybody else is good?
Yeah.
Do you need another vote, Brian, or no?
No, I think we're fine.
Just clarification? Okay. Please.
I'll move to award the Tourney Park 2022 tennis court reconstruction project to Wolf Paving for a total amount of $145,710.
Okay,
I'll
motion
second
by
it.
Sam Kaufman, second by Nyla Fry. Any other comments? Call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Next, we have hearing.
Yes, although we just received an email, I did, along with Chief and Todd. I just got an email. This is from Paul Creech, who is General Counsel and Vice President of Finance for Everlight Solar.
And I think he was just sitting there a
Well,
moment ago.
I don't think he was here. I think someone else from the organization
Oh,
was here.
okay.
But it says, Brian, Everlight Solar is withdrawing our appeal. Have a pleasant evening. So,
You got a chance, man.
No,
so it's, in other words, so we have the hearing on the agenda, but the appeal to the village board has been withdrawn, and so it's not necessary to take any action or have any further discussion.
You're so close.
All right, thank you. We're close to record time tonight, so I guess we'll, as people may have heard from Dr. Randall. But would you like to make your motion?
Seriously? Move to adjourn.
Motion's been made
second.
and seconded. Any other comments?
Well, could we think that over?
We should discuss it.
Okay,
What do you think, Nyla?
I only will comment at this point,
You know,
just to say,
they're
everybody be
both
careful
there
with the
listening,
ice that's
so
coming
I'll talk-
our direction,
I'll
so
talk.
be careful. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Ayes have it.
New record.